Now it's time for us to look at the final sentence in this section of Part 1, or the third sentence in Part 1. It begins, Homines semper erunt mali, nisi hoc genus delebo. So once again, we have to recall that the very beginning of the sentence and the very end of the sentence are the beginning and the end of a clause. We need to make sure that we have seen the two verbs that are part of this sentence, erunt and delebo. This indicates that our sentence must be divided into two halves. The comma after mali and the use of the conjunction nisi, unless, help us to determine where the two units of thought are. The verb erunt in the first clause is a form of the verb to be. It is in the future tense. I know this because of the characteristic U in front of the NT, as well as the ER. This makes it the future tense of the verb to be. The verb to be must have a nominative form in front of it and a nominative form after it when we translate. I notice that homines, from homo hominis, a third declension masculine noun, can be in the masculine nominative plural. And I see that the adjective mali, here being used like an adjective instead of as a noun, is also in the masculine nominative plural form. So it must describe the homines, and I would use it after the verb erunt. The adverb semper, meaning always, you can work into that clause where you think it will make the most sense. When I look at the second clause, I notice my verb delebo ends with this bo, which tells me three things. First of all, it tells me that it's in the active voice. The O means that the subject is I, so when I look at this verb, I see not only the verb, but also the subject of this part of the sentence. And the B in front of the O tells me that I'm in the future tense. So I begin this part of the sentence by saying, I will destroy. I see that I have genus again. We talked about that early. Genus is a neuter noun, so even though this appears to be in the nominative case, it can also be in the accusative case, which is what I need in this sentence. I need a direct object. So I would begin by starting with delebo and then going to genus. Hoc here is the neuter accusative singular of the demonstrative adjective hic haec hoc, and it is being used like an adjective here to describe genus. I will combine the two clauses together by using the conjunction unless before I insert the translation for the second clause. And that's all there is to this third sentence of Part 1. Now you have an opportunity to translate it yourself.